Hello, I'm Dr. Margaret Rogers Van Coops. Actually, I'm a professor, but everyone likes to call me Dr. Margaret. I'm happy to tell you that I'm going to be in New Mexico on the 21st of October to do a one-day expo. It's called the Trade Alliance Expo. And what I'm going to be doing is talking about my well-researched crystal acupuncture and Teragram therapies. Now, you might say, well, that's strange, that's new. I've heard about acupuncture, but not crystal acupuncture. So here's a very quick little note, just so you can understand how powerful and how easy it is to do for yourself, to yourself, or to someone you love. And I'll be talking about that at this expo. So here's a few examples. A long time ago, a friend of mine called me and said, I'm dying, I can see all my family friends around me, help. So I rushed over, and with Master Chang, my spirit guide, in my head, in those days, I was only about 44, I was able to take my very special crystal that I just received during that time, which was made of citrine. And doing what he asked me to do, I opened up her meridians, and then I put the stone right, I can't show you here, I've got to lift up, right here, into her heart. And she said she started to feel her heart beating more regularly. At that point, we called the ambulance and sent her to hospital. The following part was surgery, and the next day I was listed as her alternative medicine doctor, so I went into the hospital to see her, and she was still unconscious. She was wired up to all sorts of machines. Her doctor came in, and I said, with your permission, I'm about to do crystal acupuncture to wake her up. He said, I'm very concerned because she's not responding to treatment. I said, now don't worry, don't panic if your equipment starts to make funny sounds. Then I did her toes, and of course all the machines went haywire, and he said, what are you doing? Stop, whatever you're doing. I said, no, wait. And then everything started to kick into normal vibrations. The machines were normal. And my little friend opened her eyes and said, thank you, Margaret. I couldn't get back into my body. I needed you to help me. Thank you so much. Then the doctor said to me, having been surprised so much, he said, maybe what I saw in her heart is what you did. And I said, what did you see? And he said, well, there was this fine channel, a tiny little hole that went right through her arteries. I've never seen anything like that before. Normally, arteries block in different areas, so you have to kind of wind and twist your way up to check the heart out. But there was this pure, straight, streaming line that I was able to thread through, which I thought was amazing at the time. So I said, thank you for the information. You've just confirmed that crystal acupuncture truly works. So how does it work? Basically, my energy passes through the crystal, and of course today there are varieties of crystals now, where the molecules have cooled ancient times ago and have been cut into points, and when I put my hands on them and hold them, my energy passes through each of those molecules, bouncing around like this, and comes out the other end so fast, like a ray of light, faster than the speed of light. I'm not very good at maths, but I'm told it's 186 point something thousand miles per second. Scientists work these things out. I just take that for granted that they're right. Teragram therapy, on the other hand, was even more important because we have what we call chakras, but most people don't even know what they are, or they don't know they exist, or they don't know how they work. I'll be explaining that at this expo. Teragrams are slices of geodes that I've had colored specially because our auras need lots of color. Each of the chakras has a central core that rotates in a anti-clockwise direction, while all the other cones around it rotate in a clockwise direction. You might say, why would the central core be anti-clockwise? Well, the reason is that when it reaches the back of the body, it must return forward into the front of the body. So from perspective, from the rear, it is actually going in a clockwise direction. You'll learn more about that. So I hope that you will come to New Mexico, make the journey, and come to this one-day event, which I'll repeat again, Trade Alliance Expo. You can go online and you can find it. I will put a link below this video when it's up on YouTube, and I will be sharing it across my social network. So I hope to see you at this event as soon as you can get there. I'll also tell you about another expo which I'm attending in New Mexico, which is for many more days, and that convention is Stargate to the Cosmos. But I'll tell you more in another video. So just hold that in your mind and wait till you get the other one. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, crystal acupuncture and Teragram therapy combined will create such a change in your energy that any illness or disease that you have will improve or even disappear. I'm a living, walking example of that. I did have Parkinson's disease, and now I don't. And on that note, I'm saying goodbye. Thank you for listening.